Hello everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see, the angle's a bit different. Well, the camera's flipped, the angle isn't head on, so it would usually be right by there. But I've got it on the box, and I've got it at an angle. I've even got the poster to decorate if you can't see it. It is the Halo 3 poster, which is peak. I've also got a Skyrim poster over there, and a Red Dead Undead Nightmare poster over there. So, I thought I'd try this new angle. I'll flip it around so I'm facing the game so it looks a bit better. And I'll see how it does. I mean, if I feel like this is better for videos, then this is how it's going to go well. The Sonic 06 videos, not, because I've already filmed them at the time of recording this. And it'll be out the same day probably as well. There's two other videos as well. One of them's... I can't remember. And the other one is one I filmed these two. So, when I film 3, it's going to be this camera angle. And you can see my... Let me sort of like... There we go. What can you see? You can see my drink, and that's it. And the controller there. On. I've been yapping too much. Let's just get straight back into Doki Doki. Because I've been dying to play this game again. Nope, don't fuck up. There we go. Let's load. There we go. And load to last time we played. I again, cock cheese. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, cock cheese. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between seeing Monica and manga. I think she could say something else. Nah, I'm not gonna say it because I'd rather not get banned by one person watching, and that's just me to see if my videos, audio is good. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh. Don't worry, guys. Fuck. He helps me with busy. He helps me with busy work. Without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire. Oh, jeez, that guy's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? You might be a little jealous. How come you and Cockcheese can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Even Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori. Me? Lovely you're doing this fucking video. I haven't even got through Act 1 yet. This is the second day. I'm not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Pardon me. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from me was a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. But here, Scott, jeez. Gear reason to bag pulls out a strap, a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. 50 Shades of Grey. It's apparently a shit book, to be fair. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, ow chicka wow wow. I get to discuss about whatever. How is this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. I really wish that was all. So I could get through this fucking game. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Foo. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Oh, no, this isn't the scene. Really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad from distracting her from her reading. Patrick, I'm not gonna make it through this fucking recording. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Can't do it. Yeah, I've thought about doing voices. Nah, I've only embarrassed myself enough to film the movie and we've got this shit. The game's good. I just don't like reading out loud. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, no, well, I saw the book saw yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. They said they're fairly obvious yet that your reason telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, hmm. Thanks, Yuri. I love the book already. He pulls the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh damn, it's the book from Gravity Falls. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She is targeted by the people who escape from home and experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of that's 100% relatable. You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story. So that doctor came up with nowhere. Uh, uh, pardon me. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, cock cheese? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, blah blah blah. Oh, what? I thought. Oh, anyway. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's, well, that's true, in fact. I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ah ha ha, what do you say? I might just skip past these, like, little fucking mannerisms, like ah ha ha, or foo, or, and shit like that, maybe. Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Hold on, let me just, yeah, that's right. Hello? You gonna work? Oh, well, fuck you then. Oh yeah, I'm reading it. Ah, yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. But just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. I've got to fucking cringe some of the dialogue is in the actual romance bit. Sorry. I mean, ahaha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit. Our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah, oh, for fuck's sake. He takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Like, I can open a book with the fuck. I don't read. But I can open a book with a fucking with one hand. Yeah, you just I don't know. You takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, I huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can, it's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yu's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Damn, bro, I was reading a book. Calm down. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. So this dialogue is fucked. It gets better, but oh damn, in the first act, it's not very like good, just in general. Which also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Wait, there we go. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But cock cheese, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant, guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? I, okay everyone. It's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time for way too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spade from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Ah, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess it's not too much of a preference either way. Hmm, in that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time, fuck's sake. Can I just stop with this cringy dialogue? I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Bookmarks exist. You tell me in a literature club there's no bookmarks. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their papers. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. For fuck's sake. I'm not reading out the poems. Definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Can't believe I'm playing this fucking game. I could have played. I thought about playing Honey Pop, but like if this is cringe, Honey Pop is gonna be fucked. Because if you know what that is, you know the boys who played it on Discord. That's the only reason I know. Definitely the only reason. This is a good poem, Cockcheese. You sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Yeah, that's what I said. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Is that fair? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise, see? It's like I said for cock cheese. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's some that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I gotta make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee hee hee. See you for that. I'm not reading any fucking poems. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. I can't even read this fucking dialogue. Especially that last time. I made eggs and toast. What's that got to do with anything? Hello? Oh no. Why is he not responding to that? Hold on, give it a minute. For some reason I'm having technical difficulties because I already said I made eggs and toast. Oh my days, can you work, please? Why? Why is it not working? Oh, okay. If my laptop can run Project 06, it can run Doki Doki. Banging tune, right? Can it like work, please? Oh, you guys can't see that it's not very fully working. You can just see, you can see it's frozen. You can probably hear the audio, and I made eggs and toast. Is it just not gonna work? Okay, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it can be. Okay, um, I'm back. Let's see if it's saved. Oh my fucking god, it didn't. Right, give me a minute. So it kind of fucked up. I had to close some things, open some things. All right, I'm here. Right. So click on Sayori. Let's skip Sayori's. Right. Oh fuck. Right. We're locked in. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee hee hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. That's Suki. Cock cheese, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Damn. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta say mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Let me skip. There you go. Yeah. I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. What? I like it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing serious. What age is high school? Fuck. Oh, 18. Okay, okay. I was gonna say you can't have a romance game that adults are gonna play, and all of the fucking characters be underaged. Oh fuck! I'm meant to be reading it. Oh shit. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. You get more wind into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess. No. Hold up. I gotta rethink my choices here. Because I said she's the best one. And that's when I first played. Hold on. All DDLC characters ages. Okay, yeah, the creator announced all the characters at 18. I was gonna say, because a lot of people thirst over these characters, as I've seen on TikTok. And it'd be weird if they were like 15, wouldn't it? Listen to Humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, whoa. My blood said age is just. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I will take that away from her. Yuri, I went Natsuki's route first, so kind of weird. Well, I'm going Yuri's now, so let's pretend that Natsuki went in that, even though he said they're all 18. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighting. Exceptional. Hey, what was that? Hey, she's like an idiot. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, ends up covering her whole face. Alright. I don't know if you could hear me properly then, which will kind of like give me. Okay, I realize you could hear me. I want to make sure his videos are good and not really cooked. Well, they kind of are, but like not as cooked as my other ones. He's going to hate me. Um, you really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah ha ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I reckon is I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Don't care. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You fucking do, but what? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. No, fuck, never mind. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, cock cheese. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't have Frozen again. You motherfucker. You fucking dick. What the fuck? Why? How? What? Am I reading too fast? Is OBS can't be fucking up. If I can play Sonic 06, I can play fucking Doki Doki. Right, you'll have to give me another. Right, I think this is the bit that it was on. I don't really know. I've saved just in case like it fucks up again. Lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too. So fuck. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah, you know, I done. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you. Cock cheese. Ah, me too. I think it's seriously. I can't take cock cheese seriously. Oh, it's gonna be even fucking worse. With the what's it called it thing. Hi, cock cheese. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha 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 ha. Don't worry, cock cheese. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Harmonic on my poem. Great job, cock cheese. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah ha ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes his kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near your level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Pardon me. Pardon me again. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Aha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Nah. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been getting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspirations behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Try so hard to make it perfect and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. True. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Bendy. Bendy was a little pebble thing. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, what's next? So, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. Well, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They I thought I was going to say something else then. That looked. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. How can you smile sadly? That's the second time it's popped up, I think. What's with this language? Eh? And did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something on? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I'm too tired for this. I'll probably do like 1 day per video. And then after that, I think they get shorter, so like 1 act maybe. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Cock Cheese did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, your Jordans are completely fake. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cock Cheese liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Are you fucking joking? This is frozen again. Don't you dare. No, 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 no. Please. Please. Come on. I'm gonna have to like update my laptop after this video's done because fucking hell, that's 3 times in one video. The controller's disconnected, so that hasn't done nothing to it. Fuck. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. This is getting on my fucking nerves, I can't lie. I'm trying to play the game and it keeps freezing. I'll have to update my laptop or see if this is outdated or something. Anyway. Oh shit. There we go. And Cock Cheese liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. And Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, you agree? Hey, that's not what I. Uh, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cock Cheese appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything into overly cutesy. Uh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs marginally grew a size bigger as soon as Cock Cheese started showing up. I'm Natsuki, that's a little. Oh shit. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Cock Cheese. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. Who started it? If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's about making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to a Cock Cheese. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Yeah, and I can't say a fucking word of them. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Hmm. I don't think I've heard the background bit, but yeah. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Can you stop using big words? Please. You understand that, right, Cock Cheese? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'd probably think more highly of me. Sayori, get over here, bud. Since I said to Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making a friend feel like this? Cock Cheese. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop. That's okay, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that, and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always make him beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. Couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ah ha ha. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't it? Isn't she? You could say that. She might be on her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of it, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Sure. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, after playing this game, I can see the major foreshadowing now. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Talk cheese, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Park cheese, ready to walk home. Sure, let's go. Hee hee hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Get to the poem, please. Say fucking end. Sayori. About what happened earlier. Hey, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Fu. You know, cock cheese. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's hee hee hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does he really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, and it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Whoa. Well, last poem fucking in this fucking video. Let me save beer, just in case it fucks up mid-poem. We'll do a Natsuki poem this time. I did the Yuri's and we did her thing. So we'll do a Natsuki one, and I think we can do a Sayori one. Hers is gonna be difficult though, because there's like sort of depressing words and sort of like anime, like words like anime. It's gonna be, yep. Silly, nope. Uh, Whistle, bouncy. Family, no. Love, no. Shiny, uh, color, no. Melody, music, fuck. Giggle, marshmallow, happiness, fuck. Skirt, uh, boop, uh, mouse, uh, laugh, pout, pink. She is fucking pink, to be fair. Cheer. No, I think I've got Natsuki. Anyway, that's near the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. No, wrong way. Okay, that will be the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.